Okay, how should I introduce myself?
Just tell us your name and a little bit about yourself, and that's it.
Okay, my name is Jack Ritchie. I like sports, like baseball, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, and why do you do online school?
I do online school so I have a little bit of free time to do other things like more sports for my practice and
Yeah, that's great. All right, Jeremy, why don't you just tell us your name and maybe one thing that you like about online school, or why you do it?
My name is Jeremy. Um, I like online school because I can do my sport, which is my hockey. I have more free time to do that and stuff.
Okay, that's great. And Ashley, you definitely have a story, so go ahead and tell us.
I'm Ashley, and I do online school because I am in a professional traveling shadow work group. We go all around the country and hopefully soon all around the world to perform for people.
Yeah, it's a very cool dance group. Some of you might have seen them before on America's Got Talent. They used to be called the Silhouettes, but now they're called, what's it called again? Inspiration?
And karate.
Inspirati, that's right. Very cool. And Kaylee, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a gymnast. I go to gymnastics like 3 times a week for 2 hours each practice.
Yeah.
And then I compete on the weekends
And you
because
are very, very good at it, as we saw when we went on our field trip to oh, what's the jumping place called? What's it called?
Jump Street.
Jump Street. Thank you. I'm like, what was the name of it? All right. So my students, go ahead and turn off your webcams for now. And when it's your turn to present, you'll turn it back on. And of course, I will turn your microphone on when it's time for you to present as well. So this was a really cool project that our group did with Saddle Ranch Elementary. Together, we did a collaboration project where we created a Google presentation on Latin America. And I just want to give anybody who hasn't seen this project before a little bit of background knowledge. And so I'll just quickly take you through it so that you know what we were doing. So we did a web quest. And okay, there we go. So, of course, we got our group members, and the important part was one person became the biographer, and one person was the historian, and then another person from the group was a travel guide. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. And there were some resources. Together, the whole point of this was to learn how to use this Google presentation feature all together, and then really work with each other on grammar and punctuation and the clarity of your slides. And of course, you all had to agree on a background and font and images and everything else. All right, and so a little bit about what the biographer did. The biographer was in charge of finding exact location, a little bit about the terrain of your Latin American country, the climate, of course, a picture of the flag, capital cities, and other major cities, and then any languages spoken. The historian in the group learned a little bit about the history of, I should have said country, I'm sorry, I used this for Canada as well. So it should be history of the country and famous people from the country, and of course, historical events. And the task of the travel guide person was to find a little bit more about the music and the art galleries, performing arts, and then sports and recreation in each country. So that's just a little bit of background knowledge on what we did for the group. And who do we have sitting here in front of us right now in Mrs. DeLong's class?
You guys introduce yourself.
So I'm Jordan.
Okay.
And I'm Abby.
So Jordan and Abby, it looks like you were part of the Argentina presentation. So Kaylee S., go ahead and turn your webcam back on, because it's going to be your turn to present. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to show the presentation, and when whoever is speaking is ready to move on to the next slide, just let me know and I'll move it on for you. Okay. All right, so here we are, Argentina. Give it a second to load. There we go. Okay. All right, table of contents, very cool. Who was in charge of doing this? This was kind of a cool feature.
I kind of finished it off
Oh,
last night.
well, I like how you broke it up into very distinct groups. That was cool. All right, biographer, take it away.
Okay, so for the biographer, I did the capital is Buenos Aires. The languages spoken is the main language is Spanish. The Spanish sounds more like Italian than Spanish, so
Mhm.
it's like an Argentinian Spanish, Italian,
Yeah.
Spanish. And then the other languages are Italian, German, and English and French. And then their climate is pretty temperate. It kind of goes up and down depending on where you are. And then the terrain differs throughout Argentina, and then the mountain ranges are one of the reasons for this cause.
Okay.
And then that's a picture of their flag. And in the bottom right corner, that's a picture of Argentina. It's the lighter portion.
Oh,
The
yeah.
location, it's the southern part of South America. The latitude is negative 34.36 and the longitude is negative 54.27.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And historian.
So before independence, so this is before the 1500s, the area of Argentina, where Argentina is today, was populated by indigenous groups. And then in the 1500s, the Spanish began to colonize. In the 1700s, the Spanish became well established and indigenous peoples became increasingly marginalized. And
Okay.
then,
And what does marginalized mean? Does that mean they were
they became,
separated? Or?
yeah, they became a little bit more spread out. There were a lot less of the indigenous peoples who still live there.
I see. Oops, and I keep shaking it and it keeps going back. I'm sorry.
That's
Whoops.
okay.
All right, there we go.
So then, there, for the independence and after that a little bit, there was a revolution, and that started happening around 1810, and that war lasted for about 6 years before independence was officially declared, and Argentina became a unified nation in 1862. There were many conflicts in military and elected governments until around 1989, and that was when Carlos Saul Menem became the first Argentine president to replace another president without any wars.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a new constitution was written about that time, and that enabled re-elections and some other rights. And then from about 1995 to 2005, the economy worsened, and in 2011, Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner boosted economic growth.
Okay. Um, and I'll just stop and ask a little question. How come their economy for that time span declined?
They were having a hard time finding presidents that could really help the economy, and they had a couple of wars that went on.
Oh, okay.
And there was a lot of conflict between the UK and Argentina. So in 1982, that was the 30th anniversary of the Falklands Islands War. Argentina still wants the islands, but the Falklands wishes to keep association with the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And in Argentina, there have been many boycotts of British goods and have turned away British cruise ships that needed to dock because of everything that's been happening.
Wow. All right. So now we are on to our travel guide.
The most popular sport in Argentina is association football, soccer. Most people in Argentina enjoy dance, music, and theater. Dance is an important part of Argentina's culture. The samba is Argentina's national dance. Argentina is the official birthplace of the tango dance. Painting is also a big part of Argentina's culture.
Cool.
Soccer
football is a very aggressive sport in Argentina.
That's right. They take it very seriously.
I didn't really get to finish this page because I had my meet well, it was Saturday that I was doing this, and then I had to go and do something, I forget what. And then on Sunday I had my meet, so I wasn't able to
Okay.
finish it.
Are you talking about this page or are you talking about your resources?
This page.
Okay, all right. Well, we can go ahead and do that as soon as you get a little bit of time today when we're done. But this was really good, girls. Does anybody have any questions about Argentina? You can type them into the chat and then I will ask the group. Or questions or a compliment.
Should I type it in the chat?
I like the way it was organized.
So if you see the chat feature, it's towards the bottom of your GoToMeeting control panel.
Are you
All
seeing
right.
it? Yeah.
Lots of details. Very good.
Wait, what did
Good organization.
Okay, my student Ashley said, I like the background and the way everybody explained their job. Jeremy said that he loved it. And yes, very good organization. You guys were very clear on who did what, and you broke the presentation up perfectly. All right, pat yourself on the back, guys. Yay! All right, Argentina. Okay, do we have any volunteers to go next?
Kira and you guys want to come over?
Yeah.
Okay, what country are you?
For the Caribbean.
Caribbean islands. Okay, so Kaylee P is not here. Let me just double check. Nope, she's not. So I will be Kaylee P for you. And what was Kaylee? She was
She was biographer.
That's right. She was the biographer, so I will do her part. And just again, for any students who didn't hear, a lot of times kids come to online school so that they have a very flexible schedule and they do things throughout the day. And so not all of our kids are here, but I will do my best to pretend I'm a sixth grader. And I have been to the Caribbean, so this is not me, but this is Kaylee, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, I'll turn on my webcam. I'm getting a private chat request. Pretend I'm Kaylee. Okay. So our table of contents, again, this was broken up into very clear slides. All right, but this group started with the arts and performing arts. So this would have been the job of the travel guide. So travel guide, take it away.
Okay, so the arts and performing arts, so the Caribbean culture has an agglomeration of influences and that affects the arts of the Caribbean. The main art museum or the place to go is the Queen's Museum of Art, which is located in Harlem, Caribbean. And performing arts is also important to the Caribbean culture because dance resembles good times and you can find incredible dancers at almost every special event like birthday parties and just street fairs or anything like that.
They are. I will say I was at a couple street fairs in the Caribbean and they are into dancing, that's for sure. All right.
So, sports and recreation. There are many sports in the Caribbean that appeal to their people, including cricket, bullfighting, baseball, and horse racing. The most popular of all is soccer, which is known as football there, and recreation in the Caribbean includes seeing wildlife, windsurfing, golfing, and surfing.
Okay, so definitely soccer is a theme of all of these Latin American countries, if you haven't kind of picked up on that yet. And then, of course, the Caribbean, what are you going to do? You're going to play in the sun quite a bit.
Yeah.
On the beach. Oops, I'm sorry, I skipped ahead again. All right, moving on to the historian.
I'm the historian. All right, so the history of the Caribbean. What many people do not know is that before Columbus discovered the islands, there were tribes called the Arawak. There were tribes called the Arawaks and the Caribs. The Arawaks were skilled in making baskets and weaving crops, weaving baskets and making crops that got switched around. But the Caribs were vicious and attacked villages for supplies and slaves. The funny thing is, when the Caribs were not out ravaging villages, they made beautiful pottery. Both tribes thrived on lizards, snails, turtles, and even birds. Columbus first came to the islands in 1492. He introduced many things to the natives. After Columbus, many Spanish settlers arrived, followed by British and French. Many fights happened after they arrived. Sugar fields produced industrial/economic growth. Soon after, people from Denmark founded sugar, banana, and coffee industries. While some of the Caribbean islands have been struggling, others have been prevailing.
Okay, so you probably noticed that in the Caribbean as well as our southern states, there was a lot of, growth around sugar and coffee and those type of, they called them cash crops. All right.
All right, so historical events and historical people. So there are historical people from the Caribbean that have done historical things, not necessarily for the Caribbean, but they're still from the Caribbean.
Right.
There's Bob Marley, Rihanna, Fidel Castro, and Sidney Poitier. Then some historical events. In 1492, Christopher Columbus reached the Caribbean on his first voyage. As a result of the war in 1898, Cuba won its independence. Haiti was the first Caribbean state to gain independence, and in 1917, USA purchased St. Croix, St. John, and St. Thomas.
Okay, very good. And so I think we pronounced this country, it was Haiti, I believe. I think that's probably what you meant, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the biography part. So this was Kaylee P. The location of the Caribbean islands is north of South America, surrounded by the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. The terrain is all different in the Caribbeans. Some islands are flat and all sand, and others are mountainous and full of life and greenery. And I will say I've been to one in particular, St. Lucia, and it was huge. It had huge mountains and, of course, was very, very green. The average temperatures range from 75 degrees, wow, that's nice, to 87 degrees Fahrenheit. There are often steady and cooling winds, and the lowest temperatures occur between November and February. But the lowest temperatures are not that low. All right, so okay, so sorry. We're looking at a collage here of all of the different Caribbean islands flags, and we just kind of put them all together into one little square, and then just some pictures of the Caribbean islands. You can see that, of course, they're surrounded by water, and most of the time they're very green and luscious. There are 7,000 islands in the Caribbean islands. Wow, I didn't even know that. Therefore, they have many flags, such as Jamaica, Nevis, and Haiti. A handful of major cities are Las Tunas, Ponce, Bayamo, and Santa Clara. Languages spoken in the Caribbean islands are Dutch, French, Spanish, and English. All right, and here's a list of all of our resources. Okay, very good, Caribbean islands. Let's wait in the chat to see if we have any questions or compliments come up for you. All right, so I hope you can read those. The kids from Saddle Ranch, can you read the comments?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't want to have to. All right, so my kids are saying, good job, very neatly done. And I will give the compliment that you used very good images.
Guys ever been to the Caribbean? Any of you guys in here?
I wish I had.
Yeah. What island? Tell her we have a couple people. Here, tell her we
Oops.
have a couple in
I
here.
sent that to Jack. Sorry, Jack. I meant to send it to everybody. Good images. All right, Caribbean islands, pat yourself on the back. Yay!
Good job, you guys.
Okay, any volunteers to go next?
You guys want to go? Who's your partner? Jack. Is Jack there or not there? Yeah, he's right there. Oh.
Yep. Jack is here,
Rock and roll.
and Dakota is here too.
Each of you get in a different chair. And the mic.
And TJ is here as well.
The purple?
So a couple of my kiddos came in late. So who do we have here in front of us?
Introduce yourselves, boys, please.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Hayden.
All right, and what country were you?
Venezuela.
Venezuela, and who was your partner?
Jack.
That's right. Okay, so Jack, go ahead and turn on your microphone and your webcam.
And we didn't have the resources page or the table of contents.
That's okay.
That's okay. Venezuela.
Okay, I'm gonna mute a couple other people because I'm getting a little bit of feedback. But we will go ahead. I'll go ahead and start this. Okay, Venezuela, take it away.
Okay, who's historian?
Oops.
Oh, it's
Who was historian?
he is.
Uh-oh, I don't see anything on this slide. Should I just move on?
Well, I have it pulled up and everything's on there.
Oh, okay, so we know how to do this, don't we? I will make you the presenter, and we'll look at yours, and then we'll go back to the one on my screen. Does that sound good, Jack?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to be seeing Jack's screen at his own house right now. So that's good.
I like your purple rim, Jack.
All right, so is it showing?
Yes, it is.
Okay, here, let me figure out how to get this. How do I get into full screen?
If you go up to the top right there where it says present, there you go. Did you hit present? There. Okay.
Jen, is that feedback from one of our machines?
I think it actually might be Jack's. Okay.
I think it's just the present button doing that.
I don't know what happened. It must not be working.
We can see your screen, Jack.
Yeah, I don't think it's working. There we go.
There it is. Okay, so you're going to be showing us the historian slides, and then we will go back to the other presentation and we'll look at the other slides from the other kiddos, okay? So you got to click forward. There's forward. That's exit.
I think it's just slow or something.
It could be. You know what, Jack? Why don't we look at the rest of the presentation for a minute and then pull it up on your screen, and when you're ready, we'll come back to your computer, okay? All right, so Jack, I muted you again. I'm sorry, but I was getting a little feedback from your computer. All right, Mrs. Long's group, your microphone is back on.
Oh.
Okay, Jack, it actually looks like you were able to get this to work like you were just in here 12 minutes ago. So can you go ahead and read it from here instead?
Unmuted. Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's do that.
Sure, why not?
Okay, all right, let's do that.
All right. In ancient times, Venezuela was paradise for the Indians who lived on the beaches and tropical forests of the Llanos. I think I said that right. There were many groups: the Carib, Arawak, and the Cabacha. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They lived in small groups and they farmed a lot.
Okay. So I think I understand what was going on there. As soon as I push present with this group, for whatever reason, it takes away your text. So we're just going to leave it like this for now.
Okay. The late 1500s, the Spanish arrived looking for gold. Venezuela became a land of plantations worked by slave labor from Africa.
Mhm.
Christopher Columbus was the first European to visit Venezuela. He came in the 1498 during the third voyage to the New World.
Okay. All right. So that was our historian part. Now we can move on to the travel guide.
Um, Baseball was a big part in their sports. Also, football/soccer.
Mm-hmm.
There's rafters, kayakers, climbers, and bullfighting, also known as toros, colodos.
Yeah.
And then bull riding and paragliding is also part of it.
Very cool. So those are some different sports than we're used to hearing about, like baseball, definitely. Okay. So the art.
Yeah. Oh, the arts and performing arts. There is a blend of colonial style field painting. The painters are Armando Rivanon and Miguel Manuel Cabri, and then sculpting, and they have pop music, ballet, and modern dance.
Very good. All right.
Can't see it.
And you can look on here.
No, I can't see the text.
It's right in front of us.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
I
can't see the text.
Okay, hold on.
Should we go back on Google Docs and do it?
All right. Can you read it? Or should
No.
you? All right.
So this is kind of a lesson, huh, about dark backgrounds, light font,
Uh-huh.
light backgrounds, dark font.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you guys see it or no?
I
Is there any way to make it bigger, Jen?
We can.
I can read
Can
it
you
now.
see it okay,
You can
guys?
read it.
Oh, okay. We're good, I think.
Okay.
The major cities are Caracas, Anna, Juan, Jericho,
Mhm.
Maracaibo, and Maracay.
Okay.
And then Venezuela, the capital of Venezuela is Caracas.
Caracas. Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
The official name is Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
Very good. Okay.
Venezuela has the part of the Andes Mountains, and Maracaibo has lowlands. The tropical is hot, humid, and moderate in highlands.
Okay.
They border Colombia, Brazil, Guyana, and that is what Venezuela borders.
Good. Thank you for watching. All right. Okay, does anybody have any questions or compliments for the Venezuela group? Go ahead and type them into the chat.
You guys think?
The colorfulness.
Yeah.
I liked your last slide.
Colorfulness.
Okay, so I'm hearing lots of colorful. Go ahead and read the chat, boys. We have, I think it was well presented and it was a fun background. It was good images.
Anything else, guys?
I learned a lot of new information. There were a lot of things that I did not know about Venezuela. Okay. All right. All right, very good. Pat yourself on the back.
Good job, guys.
Yay. All right, Jack, you can turn off your webcam. And do we have a volunteer to go next?
Do you have, actually, we have, who do you still have waiting? We could do that.
Oh,
way.
sure. Yeah. We have TJ with us and Dakota. So we have Chile and I think Brazil.
Is it okay if we do Chile with Dakota? Because I have a couple of students that need to leave for map testing at 2, so.
Oh, and we also have Jeremy. And yes, and
Okay.
Ashley. Oh, we have a lot of people. All right. So yes, let's do Chile.
Okay, sorry, sitting on it.
That's okay. All right, Dakota, turn on your webcam.
Instead of me, because Allison's gone.
Oh yeah.
You think of anything on you?
I don't.
All right.
Hey, Dakota, pick your partner to do Allison's part because Allison's absent.
Okay.
Please.
All right. So it looks like we have the chili group. That's kind of funny. As much of it as we can get, at least. So let's go ahead and start presenting.
I got all.
All right, here we go.
Where your mic is. She's seeing you through both machines, so you're good.
All right, so we can start with the history.
Who's this?
Wait,
Are you guys?
wait.
Is that not the beginning?
No, wait. No, Allison's the tour guide.
So who's history? Who's doing history?
That's Dakota.
Oh, okay.
Are we getting some feedback?
Sorry, guys.
What I'll do is I'll mute Dakota until it's his turn to talk, because I think the feedback is coming from having all of our...
history.
Oh, Dakota, you are history? Dakota, was that your part?
Unmuted.
I think so, but I'm not positive.
Okay, well, did you do this or not? I mean,
Okay, well, did you do this or not? I mean,
is this your history slide?
your history slide?
No.
Okay, well,
Okay,
either way,
well,
we're still going to have you present it if you're the historian. So go ahead, Dakota.
Go ahead, Dakota.
History of Chile populated since 12,000 BP. It gained independence from Spain in 1540 through 1818. Both KGB and CIA was part of the Cold War. Led to political polarization.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mute Dakota again, and then it looks like we are on to the travel guide. Okay, go ahead.
Who was this? Not me.
Right, famous people.
Is that Allison? Katie,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if they're set, but just make sure you're on your own side.
Famous people. Nicole Snooki. Halsey. Jersey Shore. Code Do Pablo NCIS. Kristen De La Fuente, Ugly Betty. Pablo Nerada, Nobel Prize winner. Fernando Gonzalez, former tennis player.
Okay. Oh, looks like we skipped to historical events again. Did I? No, I did that right. Okay. So historical events. Dakota, go ahead and read it for us, please.
Unmute it for us, please.
15th century, 1492, Christopher Columbus discovers America and claims it to be Crown of Castle. 16th century, 1513, Nunez de Balboa discovers Southern Sea Pacific Ocean. 17th century, 1647, Santiago is struck by an earthquake.
All right. If I forget to give a compliment to you at the end of this, Dakota, I just wanted to congratulate you for saying all of these names correctly. You must have kind of practiced that, but that was really good. Okay, a little bit more, Dakota.
'18th century, a fort and prison is established in Robinson Crusoe Island of Juan Fernandez
Archipelago.
archipelago. 19th century, 1829. Chilean Civil War. 20th century. Britain is defeated by Germany. 21st century through 2010. Sebastian Pinera is elected president of Chile.
Okay. All right, so I'll go ahead and mute Dakota again so there's no feedback. So we'll move on to the arts and performing arts.
Art and performing arts. Of their culture arts, Chile is well known for its pottery, play instruments, etc., the harp, guitarone, and
Rabble.
Two Chilean poets have won the Nobel Peace Award. Cayuca is the national dance.
Good. Okay. Sorry. We'll move on. And sports?
Sports. Football, soccer is the most popular sport. Basketball is gaining popularity. A game called Chuca is an ancient sport played by the Mapuche men like hockey on grass. People also enjoy tennis, cycling, and swimming.
Okay, so I've learned about a couple new things in this particular country. Haven't heard about basketball in any others. And then a couple new games. All right, so on to the biographer.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't know if you guys introduced yourself, Katie. So would you introduce yourself and let them know that your partner's standing in for Allison?
I'm Katie, and Allison isn't here, and this is Juliet, and she's just taking her place.
Awesome. Okay, and I just got a message from Dakota that he did this part, so I'll let Dakota read it.
Unmuted.
No, I did the part with the famous people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, never mind.
Never mind.
We'll mute you again to eliminate that background noise. Okay, location and terrain.
Okay, Chile is located in southwest part of South America, 30 degrees south, 71 degrees west. Chile's terrain has low coastal mountains, fertile Central Valley, and rugged Andes in the east.
Okay.
The capital of Chile is Santiago. Some major cities are Santiago, Metropolis, Greater Concepcion, Maipú, Puente Alto, and La Florida. Spanish is a language spoken in Chile. Chile's climate is temperate, desert in the north, Mediterranean in the central region, and cool and damp in the south.
Good. Thank you for watching. Gracias. All right, pat yourselves on the back, Chile. This was a very good presentation. Okay.
Okay, I just want to step in really quick and apologize to Dakota because Allison has been absent quite a bit. So I think that we read some parts that were his, and we apologize for that.
Oh, that's okay. Dakota, are you okay with that?
And in turn, Dakota, you probably read some parts that maybe Allison did. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, Dakota's a good
Sorry
one.
about that.
He's all right. All right, and yes, Kaylee, yes, that is fine. Thank you so much for coming today. All right, Chili, so just wait for a second to see if anybody gives you some compliments or any kind of questions in the chat. And we will start pulling up our next group.
We have a request to see if they could see the first page of that presentation because the kids couldn't remember what was on the first page.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, so that was the history.
Oh, the KGB and the CIA? Was that Dakota? Okay, how many of you there? My kids just wondered about, and I don't know if that was Dakota's slide or Allison's slide. Was that Allison's slide? Dakota, do you know? Was that Allison's slide maybe?
Unmuted.
I'm not sure, but I think it was.
Okay, well, he didn't do it, I guess, because he was confused when I told him to read it.
Okay, so some of my kids were asking what KGB and the CIA were. Can any of you guys elaborate on that at all? Or can anyone in my room elaborate on what the KG, have you heard of the KGB or the CIA?
The CIA. I heard of the CIA.
Unmuted.
I've heard of the CIA, but not the KGB.
Okay, the KGB would be the Russian version of the CIA.
Anybody know what CIA stands for? Central
Intelligence Agency.
Very good. Central Intelligence Agency. Thank you for that.
Very cool, guys. All right.
Anybody who map tests next? Anybody map tested too? Okay. So who was your partner?
Ashley.
Ashley, is it okay if we have Ashley go with Julia and Abby Jones?
That would be great. Which country were you?
Mexico.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, did they not share Mexico with me? Ashley, do you have it up on your screen so that we can just make you the presenter? Okay, Ashley has it ready to go, so I'm going to make her the presenter. Ashley, also turn on your webcam so that we can see your lovely face. And we will be seeing Mexico presentation. Very fun.
Is it showing?
Mm-hmm. Sure is. So if you go to that button that says present in the top right, it will kind of make it more of a presentation. There you go. And the way you move it is in the bottom left. Yep.
Where are the arrows?
They'll show up. There it is.
I am Abby.
And I'm Julia.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
All right. Well, whoever was biographer, take it away.
Okay, so I'll be telling information about the cities, the location, the terrain, climate, language, major cities, and capital.
Good.
So I put a picture of Mexico's flag, and the capital city is Mexico City. Even though, yeah, the capital is Mexico City. And the official language is Spanish. The terrain is very high, rugged mountains, low plains, and deserts.
Good.
The climate is hot summers, mild winters, and is a tropical zone. The largest city is Mexico City. The second largest city is Guadalajara. The popular city is Monterrey. And Mexico's population is 112,336,000 people. Yeah, and then Mexico shares an international border with 3 nations. To the north is USA, to the southeast is Belize, and also to the southeast is Guatemala.
That's right.
And the major cities are Torreon, Chihuahua, and
Leon.
Relative location is northern and western hemispheres, and the actual location is 23 north and 102 west. And there's a picture of the map.
Okay.
Very cool.
The information the travel guide will be telling, about the arts, music, art galleries, etc., the performing arts, and sports and recreation. The Mayan, Olympic, and the Aztecs are praised by the tourists and citizens. The Day of the Dead is an important holiday where they honor their ancestors that have passed away. The Day of the Dead has been celebrated for centuries. One of Mexico's many art elements is handmade masks.
Mariachi bands are very famous in Mexico, usually made up of violins, trumpets, a classical guitar, and the vajilla, a five-string guitar.
Yeah. Oh, wait, go back to that one for just a second. I just wanted to comment on the Day of the Dead. That is celebrated. Do you know what the day is?
No, I do.
Wasn't it November 1st? And it's the day after Halloween for us. Just a little side note for you. So, okay, you could go on.
Oh, okay. Mexico City is one of the most important places for the performing arts. The Palace of Fine Arts is a concert hall and an opera house. The Palace of Fine Arts is the hub of Mexico's cultural activity. The palace is often a host to ballets, concerts, plays, and art galleries. Mexico City is home to a library, dance schools, theater groups, fine art, and all sorts of music. Sports and recreation. You can swim in the unpolluted seas and oceans. Some of the sports are golf, tennis, and horseback riding. Tourists and citizens can go to the state-of-the-art gyms and sit and relax at the spa. You can hike or walk in or around many sites and parks. You can visit volcanic areas in central Mexico or Montebello lagoons near the southern border.
Okay.
Okay, now it's my turn. I'm the historian, and some famous people are okay, I can't see it.
Selma
Selma
Hayek.
Hayek, an actress. Emiliano Zapata, military leader. Richie Valens is a singer. Diego Rivera, a painter.
Yep.
I can't see his name.
Well, he looks like a war general.
Yeah, I think he was like the poncho dude.
Okay, Pancho Villa.
Yeah. And then she's a painter.
Uh-huh.
I don't know her name. It's not showing it. And then he's a general.
Okay. I like the photos too. Good job.
Mexico was first populated more than 30,000 years ago. The Olmecs, Mexico's first known society, lived on the Gulf Coast near what is now Veracruz. The Olmec civilization lasted from 1400 to 400 BC, followed by the Maya culture. The Spanish arrived in Mexico in 1519. Mexico was under Spanish control until they won their independence during 1810.
Yep.
And then historical events is Cinco de Mayo is a celebration of the Mexican Army's 1862 victory over France at the Battle of Puebla. January 17th is an important date because it celebrates the day of the Battle of Caldron Bridge. On March 9, 1916, legendary Pancho Villa led an army to Columbus, New Mexico in the USA, hoping to take money and weapons. Although his army failed and he was taken to U.S. jail, his reputation greatly increased in Mexico.
Okay.
And that's it.
Right. Very nice, Mexico. Okay, so I want you to wait in the chat for just a second to see if you get any compliments or some questions for you. And I will go ahead and make myself the presenter again. Although your background looked kind of cool. Oops.
Go ahead and type it in a comment. You can say anybody has some compliments. You want Abby to type that?
Show my screen. There we go. Okay.
What did I do?
Nice presentation. So I'm going to read some of our messages coming through.
You like their interesting facts?
It was organized. It was very well organized. Dakota, you send it to me. Send it to the girls.
Oops. Abby.
I liked the interesting facts. Very good. All right. We had a request for Jeremy's group to go next. I'm not sure if that would be okay as far as who has to do the map testing.
No, no one else has to map test, right?
Oh, okay.
Brendan and Colin.
So let's have Coast.
Where is Colin?
Just kidding. Columbia.
Colin's not actually here, but they're going to get him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, we're good. So what is our problem, guys?
No, they're just in back.
Oh, he's here, just not in here.
No, they're in specials right now. They're in special. You got it.
Both of them?
Oh, it's okay. We could do a different country if that's.
So sorry. Both of them just didn't come in here, so they're going to get them really quick, Jeremy. We're sorry.
That's okay. Jeremy, why don't you go ahead and turn on your webcam and get yourself ready to go, because you will go next. And I will turn on your microphone, Jeremy. Ashley, good job, but you are now muted.
Yeah, that was a really good job.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, Jeremy, so they are getting your teammates right now. And so it looks like TJ, your group will definitely go next. So get yourself ready, TJ.
So Brian and Joe are next.
Brian's waiting to go get.
Oh, is this one yours? Is that yours?
Oh, I need to go. We got it. TJ? Hey, no.
That's not your presentation, though, right?
No.
Okay, then let's play. Okay, you guys are up.
All right. So Jeremy, turn your webcam back on because your teammates are about to introduce themselves.
If you're up, Colin and Brendan.
Yay!
Colin. Where'd he go?
Yeah, where's Colin?
Are you serious? I see him right here. Jordan. We got it. We got it. We got it.
Huh.
Colin, come in here, buddy. It's time to present. You need to sit in the chair here.
Okay.
You're presenting. Colin, you're going to look at this screen. You're going to look at this screen. The mic you guys are using is on this computer. And this is Jeremy, boys. So could you, I'm going to turn the light on, and I'd like you both, since you haven't been in here, to introduce yourself to Jeremy and his teacher and the rest of his classmates. Can you guys introduce yourselves, please?
Yeah.
I'm Brendan.
Hi, Brendan.
I'm Cullen.
Hi, Colin. Jeremy?
Hi, I'm Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. Okay, so we are about to present Columbia. All right, so it looks like we started with the travel guide.
So I'm going to scoot you guys up. Who's travel guide? Boys. You know who's travel guide? Who's travel guide? Is it him or you guys?
Okay, Jeremy, go ahead.
Go ahead. All right. The travel guide.
So go ahead and present what you see on your screen right now.
Okay. This is the I think is their coffee garden. This museum also. Yeah, the park was founded in 1995 by the National Federation of Coffee Growers in Colombia.
Okay.
Also as oh no man, it's too hard for me to read.
But what about, what's this picture here on the bottom?
The Howard Hutt Museum.
Okay, and what do we see?
Art Museum.
Yep.
And that picture, I forgot what it was. This is a.
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped ahead. I'm sorry. There we go.
This is the National Museum of Colombia, located in Bogota, Colombia's capital. In Spanish, I don't know how to pronounce that.
That's fine. Just skip up to the next part.
The massive yellowish brick building that was once a prison, now housing collections on history, art, and culture.
Okay, so this is a really big art museum, and it used to be a prison. That's cool.
These are performing arts. Mostly down there, it's all salsa. The country with the reputation for the best salsa dancing is undoubtedly Colombia.
Undoubtedly Colombia.
Oh, that's a D. And in particular, Chile. Yeah, I think I'm reading that right.
I think that would be the city of Cali, it looks like.
Oh yeah, Cali. There's no CH. In fact, for many tourists, Cali has little less to recommend apart from the opportunity to see some of the best salsa dancing in the country, if not in the world.
Good.
This is
Sports, and I
sports
think that
and
should be recreation, but go ahead.
oopsie. They have bike races. More than 3,000 athletes from 15 nations are in Midland, Columbia for the 8th edition of the South American Games.
Okay.
Real Cartagena.
You don't have to read the Spanish words if you can't. Just tell us what's going on in the pictures.
This is their soccer, or as they call it, football.
Yep.
Football club based in the city of wherever that place is called. And they have deep sea fishing and big marlin over there because they live by the ocean. Their
That's
country's by
right.
the ocean. Yeah, big game fishing.
Okay. So, this was all that was shared with me. Boys from Saddle Ranch, is there more for your presentation?
Is there more? No. Did you never work on it? I don't think so. Well, no, we did. I thought that was.
It's possible that maybe this section was separated for some reason from the rest of the Colombian presentation. But this is the one that I have, the one that we just looked at. But never fear, I can make you guys the presenter and we'll be able to see the rest of the presentation show up on your screen.
Where would I try to make it?
Yeah, so log into, Google Docs and go ahead and pull it up and
Okay, whoa, don't do it on this computer.
Do it on the
Yeah, do it on the
see, this is kind of cool. My online students are getting to kind of teach these other kiddos, what it's like to be in a virtual classroom and to have to, share your screen and.
Oh, wait. Wait, was it on yours? It was on yours. It was, okay.
Okay, so they're getting ready to log in. I'm about to put something on your screen that says, make me the presenter, and you're going to click yes, basically. I hope I picked the correct computer.
click show my screen.
Yep, show my screen. There you go.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, it's because it's DCSD, so you have to go to just minimize this.
Oh, okay.
And then go to SRA Stanley.
And thank you everyone for being so patient. I know, it's kind of hard when we have so many students.
Wait,
and then go to technology.
Right.
And then
oh.
Because it was only at DCSD.
Okay.
Wait, which one was it again? Forget.
So look for Columbia. Okay, so this looks like the entire presentation where all of it was morphed together. Sorry that I only had the one part, but so go ahead and present. You can skip to your parts.
Oh wait, this looks like the exact same thing.
It does look like the exact same thing. So I don't know where.
We're all just honest. Is it gone? Like your stuff is gone?
Well, no, we
did on. Oh.
Keep minimizing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
Do you guys want to take a minute and maybe on one of the other computers you guys can look for it, and then we can move on to TJ's group so that we don't keep the rest of the people waiting and do that.
Oh, Brian and Joseph.
And then, are you going to be the presenter?
Nugget.
Are you going to transfer it back for you to be the presenter?
Yes, I will go ahead and do that now so that we can see my screen instead of that one, so you guys can pull up whatever you need to. And maybe we can get TJ's group to come up and do Brazil.
Hello.
Hi, and TJ, if you want to put your webcam on, you have been unmuted. All right, so we will let the other group for Columbia, we'll let them look for the rest of their presentation. I just want to say good job to Jeremy. You had some very interesting facts, but we will move on. And we'll go ahead and move on for Brazil. All right, here we go. Table of contents again, that's very nice.
Where's TJ?
TJ, go ahead and turn on your webcam, buddy. You can do it. Oh, his camera's not working today. TJ, can you at least do the verbal part? Because your microphone is on. We'll let TJ figure out some of his technical stuff while we get started.
Okay. So, facts about Brazil and their flag. Brazil is the biggest country in South America. Brazil has the biggest rainforest in the whole world. It is called the Amazon rainforest. Brazil also is famous for its crops. They grow cocoa beans, cotton, citrus fruit, oranges, soybeans, tobacco, wheat, corn, sugarcane, rice, and bananas.
Okay. Oops, did I skip one? Sorry. There we go.
Climate and terrain. Brazil's terrain is a mixed up with different terrain. There is plain, rainforest, desert, swamp, etc. Brazil has a heavy climate. There is tons of moisture. The most common place for the moisture is the rainforest.
And that would make sense.
A language spoken. Brazil speaks many different languages, but their most spoken language is Portuguese. They also speak British, Spanish, Chinese, Portuguese, well, for sure, English, etc. Hola means hello in Portuguese.
Oh, I like that. That's a fun little fact for us. A little Portuguese. Cool.
Capital, major cities. Brasilia is the capital city of Brazil. There are other major cities like Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Belo Horizonte, Fortaleza, Salvador, Curitiba, Manas, Recife, and Porto.
Okay, I really like how you tried really hard to get those correct. I do know Rio de Janeiro. And of course, I messed it up when I say it, but that's definitely a famous one.
We all do sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, their location. Brazil is located in South America. Brazil is the biggest country in South America. It is the fourth biggest country in the world.
Wow. So we can see this yellow country here, and it is very big, definitely.
Oh, this is on Columbus expedition. On Columbus expedition of 1492, discovered Brazil and claimed it for Portugal. We forgot to tell you our names. I'm Brian.
I'm Joseph. I usually go by Joe sometimes.
Hi, Brian and Joe. And TJ's camera isn't working, but his microphone is. So can you say hello?
Hey, TJ.
Just say hi. He's still kind of working out some technical difficulties, but hopefully he'll be able to present, and if not, then I will do it for him. But okay, historian.
Ronaldo Guccio, he is the holder of the Golden Ball, and he is the best footballer of the 2004. 2005, Raul Cortez is said to be the best actor in the country. Pele Edison and Arantes do is a living legend, the main competitor of Maradona.
Okay. All right. Okay, so this is the travel guide section. TJ, has your microphone turned on? Are you there? It might not be working. Okay, so this obviously is a picture of Brazil, and you can see it's a very large country bordered by Colombia and Venezuela and Ghana, French Ghana, and I'm not even sure what that little tiny country is. Okay, Brazil's natural beauty. Some of the most beautiful sights to see are in Brazil. The Iguanza Falls is a waterfall system of 275 falls along the I don't know, along the Guanza River. The Devil's Throat is one of the most impressive. They are located on the border between Brazil and Argentina. All right, the Amazon River is the largest river in the world by volume. The Amazon has 3,000 species of fish. The Amazon basin is covered by rainforest. Boating tours take you through the lush green. Okay, gorgeous beaches and landscapes and wildlife off the northeastern coast of Brazil. So there's little islands off the northeastern coast. The islands are regarded as the center for divers and snorkelers because of the warm waters with clear visibility of up to 50 meters in depth. All right, and I know all of you have seen this picture. This is like one of the most famous sights to see in Brazil. This is the Cristo Redentor, or Christ the Redeemer in English. So this statue of Jesus is the 5th largest statue of Jesus in the world. It's located in Rio de Janeiro. Right. Lots of amusement parks, and Beto Carrero World is the largest theme park in Latin America. It has an animal world, a lot of rides, an Old West section, a fantasy land, and a pirate's island. So it's kind of like their major Disneyland type thing of Latin America.
Like Disneyland, but in Brazil thing.
Exactly. Hopi Hari, this is the 2nd largest amusement park in Brazil, and it's located near Sao Paulo. So this is new.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
I want to go on the big roller coaster. I got dibs.
Brazil also has water parks. They have a beach park, and it has one of the largest slides in the world, and it's located in, and I'm not sure what that city is named, but it's in Brazil. And then there's the Venza Water Park, and it's the top water park in Brazil. It has the largest lazy river, and it offers saunas. So it looks like Brazilians really like to have fun.
Yeah, they do.
Beaches. Salvador Beaches is the state of Bahia, in the state of Bahia, and there are many different beaches and calm inlets that are ideal for swimming, diving, and sailing. Sea inlets with strong waves are popular with surfers. There are also beaches that have natural reefs that form natural pools. So if you don't want to go to a water park, you can go to a beach.
Ooh, even better.
Lots of carnivals. Carnivals are huge in Brazil. They have the biggest one in Rio de Janeiro, and it is a 4-day celebration that ends in a parade. So Carnival is a big party that happens right before Lent every year. Old architecture. If you're interested in old architecture, Brazil has many sites worth seeing. Aro Petro is a town that is well preserved Portuguese, and it has colonial architecture with some churches that are decorated with gold and beautiful sculptures by somebody who I'm not going to even try to slaughter their name. Yeah,
Argentino.
exactly. And Teatro Amazonians. So I'm not sure what that is, but that is the opera house. Okay, and it's in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Yeah, that's kind of strange. The dome is covered with 36,000 ceramic tiles painted in the colors of the Brazilian flag. All right. Wow, we have a lot from our travel guide. Good job. Olinda is another colonial city north of Recife, I guess. It has many well-preserved buildings such as churches, restaurants, bars, and craft studios. It also has the Olinda Carnival. So there they go again with Carnival.
And
All right,
it's
Brazil. This was a fantastic presentation. Anybody have any compliments or questions for Brazil? Type them into the chat.
Compliment thing.
And TJ is apologizing that his microphone is not working today, but Jeremy said that was cool.
No, the chat's right here.
And I'm going to give a couple compliments. So read your chat.
Any compliments for that presentation, guys?
Okay. I learned a lot. All right. So do we have anybody else in your room who would like to present?
Yeah, we have what country are you guys? We have Costa Rica, Hannah and Cameron.
Okay. Okay. And we
But
don't have
first, could I have Brendan and Cole? I want to talk to Jeremy for just 1 second.
Sure, absolutely. So Jeremy, why don't you let's see, where are you, Jeremy? I'm going to turn your microphone back on.
Okay, Colin and Brendan, you guys want to tell Jeremy?
And Jeremy, turn your webcam back on so they can see you.
Oh, hey,
Yes?
well, we didn't know that, like, we thought it was all one thing, but sorry, you did a really good job, but.
I want to see yours.
Sorry.
We couldn't get all the work done for the project.
So we want to.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. Want to apologize for not being able to get that in.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, they're alright.
Well, yeah, you did a really good job, so we feel bad that, we didn't do much.
I wish you could have seen you. Yeah. It'd be fun. It'd be awesome. But it'd be totes awesome.
Thanks, Jeremy. They just didn't get a lot of work time. They were both doing some other things last week and didn't get into the class or to the lab when everybody else got in a lot. So we're sorry about that.
Oh, no problem, man.
We know how it is to have partners that don't always get all their part in. So thank you.
That's right. That was very mature. Thank you so much.
Okay, so onward to Hannah and Cameron, and they're doing Costa Rica.
Okay. And they had a partner of Christian. So what was Christian in your group? Was he the travel guide or what was he?
Yeah, he is the travel guide.
Okay, so when we get to his parts, I will go ahead and do that for him since he's not here. Wow, this is an awesome background. I'm going to tell you that already.
Okay, so I'm Hannah.
And I'm Cameron.
And we do Costa Rica. So.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, and my webcam is off for the day because I've been rubbing my eyes because I am allergic to my cat. I don't know if you saw him in here earlier. Anyway, long story. Here we go. All right, biographer, go for it.
Biographer. Costa Rica has many dense forests with prowling animals and outstretched beaches that are humid and tropical. That have a humid and tropical climate. Their dry season is from December to April, and their rainy season is from May to November. Costa Rica's lowlands are great
for people seeking unbeatable landscape along with an average temperature ranging from 79 degrees Fahrenheit to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. What a warm tropical place to live and enjoy.
Definitely.
Okay. On this beautiful country, there is bound to be wonderful views stretching across the whole landscape. Costa Rica is home to wide coastal plains stretching for miles. This coastal area has over 100 volcanoes that peak from all the rugged mountains. Many still explode today.
Okay.
And then Costa Rica's capital is San Jose, Costa Rica. The official language spoken here is Spanish. Costa Rica is a nation officially known as the Republic of Costa Rica. It is located on the isthmus connecting to Central America. An interesting fact about Costa Rica is that if you want to call or a relative, the dialing number is 506 instead of 720 or 303. Some of the major cities are Cartago and Liberia.
Wow, that was an interesting little fact too.
Yeah, and then that was the flag.
Oh, I guess mine is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's look at the flag a little bit more. Yep. So that's the flag, and that looks like a map. Oops. Gosh.
Yeah, and that's Costa Rica highlighted in purple.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry, mine isn't decorated as much.
That's all right.
So Christopher Columbus, on his 5th voyage, was the first European explorer to encounter Costa Rica on September 18th, 1502. And then Costa Rica won its independence from Spain in 1821. Another war they participated in was the Civil War, which they lost.
Oh, who did? Okay, so if it's a civil war, doesn't that mean? Oh, I see. Independence from Spain. Got it. Okay. All right. And this would be the travel guide. So this is Christian's part. Costa Rica has many fun sports to offer, but soccer is their national sport. I'm sure it's called football down there. Their professional team name is La Salle, and they call soccer their football. They also play beach soccer for their public events. Music and dance is an important part of daily life in Costa Rica. It represents the culture and history of everyone there. They even have their own spiritual dance called the Pachamama Dual Dance. Okay, so that was our Costa Rica group. Very good. So let's wait for any questions or compliments.
You guys have any questions about Costa Rica?
Okay. It's good, right?
I like the background. Yeah, I like the background. What you think here? Amazing.
I like the unique interesting facts. It was really different.
Yeah, the background.
Yeah.
That's 506.
Very cool. All right, and let's see. We have touched on Venezuela, Costa Rica, Colombia, Chile, Caribbean islands, Brazil, and Argentina. So it looks like we have covered everyone. Is there anybody I'm forgetting that maybe just didn't share their project with me? I think that's it.
I don't think so. We definitely, come around here, everybody. We definitely want to thank you guys for including us.
Yes.
And we're excited to start presentation partners with you guys from Saddle Ranch, and we were even more excited to do this with you guys.
Yes. Oh, we loved it.
My kids have already asked, are we going to do some more of these this year? And I said, I don't know, but we are very excited to keep collaborating with you.
Very nice. Well, everybody, let's turn on our webcam so that we can wave goodbye. And this was a fantastic, creative, collaborative project. You guys did an awesome job, and I'm glad you made some new friends. So turn on your webcams and say goodbye to everyone.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye, and thank you. And I'll talk to you later, Deborah.
Thank you, Jen.
Good job.
Bye.